Hello, everybody, and all those who've joined us, and all those people who are watching Facebook. Hello to you, a Palestinian salute from me, one of the dwindling number of people who experienced the Nakba at first hand. Let me share with you something of what that felt like, because it's actually shaped my whole life. Not just the memories of leaving, not just the difficulties of exile, but really to give you a flavor of that April morning in 1948, when we in West Jerusalem had to leave our house in haste, fearing for our lives, and rushing to the only place we could think of where we could have refuge, which was in Damascus with my grandparents. But when the moment of leaving came, I remember only because I was a child. All I can remember is that I was leaving everything I knew, everything I loved, and going somewhere I didn't know, I didn't want to go, and everything in me rebelled. Well, of course, we left. We thought we were going to go back pretty soon. We never did, because you know what the story is. And it so happened that we stayed in Damascus for a while only, and then ended up in England, the very country which had enabled the Zionists who took over our land and had colluded and sold us down the river. What an irony. But I grew up in England. I didn't know the language when we came. The whole place was alien to me. It was very difficult. But finally, I managed it, we managed it. But you know, the Nakba made me who I am. It blighted my family's life. It even affects the generation after us, my daughter, and probably her children. It is an event indescribable in its magnitude, in its awfulness, in its cruelty. And I grew up in England wondering whatever happened to the people we knew in Palestine. There was no way we could connect with them, find out where they went. There was no organization which followed up everybody. So you could find out what had happened. Even if they died, at least you knew what had happened. That we couldn't do. And so I filled it in very often with imagination, with fantasy, and so on. Well, after this long life, here I am, an activist and a fighter for Palestine, and I will never rest until the day we Palestinians return to our homeland and the whole nightmare ends. I ask you to support us in that endeavor, to help to fight injustice and to help the Palestinian people to go home.